And then your brief video, please. Just brief video of yourself. Turn on your video for a while, and you can turn it off. 1 minute. Okay, remain there a bit, please. Your video, remain there a bit. Good morning, Ken. So briefly, could you just elaborate a few things you've discussed for the past 2 days? The few things that you remember, LO1 and LO2. What do you remember? Any of it, or any of the sessions? What do you remember at all? Can turn your video off now. What at all do you remember? Cheers, are you there? Yes, your line is very faint. What do you remember for the past 2 days in the sessions that we've had? You know, each session had an assignment that we discussed. Do you remember? Each session has an assignment. Okay, so each session, LO1 has an assignment. We spoke about the assignments. Those are the LO1 assignments, which is captured beneath. Okay, those are the assignments. Those are the questions. And LO2, we also discuss about the assignment, which are here. Okay, that's LO2. We spoke about explain the importance of operation, explain the challenges, compare how different organizations measure operations performance and effectiveness. We then spoke about how to analyze the importance. So those are the assignments for all three. Now, my question is, what do you remember? What have you learned, or what do you remember so far? You don't remember anything at all? Okay, don't you remember it at all, please? Okay, let's crack on if you don't remember anything. Okay, let's crack on. So today's lectures, we are going to look into LO3, which borders around how to apply quality management approaches to solve practical operations and management problems, where we'll look into P5, which is applying different approaches to quality management for given operations management problems to optimize organizational performances. And then to compare benefits and limitations of different approaches for solving operations management problems and improving and optimizing organizational performances. And then lastly, D2, to justify different approaches of quality management to successfully solve operation management problems and optimize organizational performance and meet business objectives. Okay. Those are the things that we're going to look into today. So when we say, so in effect, what you mean is that, so you have to first of all look into the importance of quality, the different approaches to quality, continuous improvement, where importance of quality increase customer satisfaction, provide organizational performance, okay, and a different approach to quality, continuous improvement, process management to improve efficiency, the TQ, and there's the total quality management, okay, where we look at the Crosby and the Duran operations, and we spoke about Six Sigma. Did you read about the Six Sigma? Hello? Hello? Kev? Kev? Kev, did you read about the Six Sigma? Hello? Okay, let me crack on it. So today we're going to look into Management-Lo3. That's to apply quality management approaches. So we're going to look into a problem, how to define those problems using a quality functional tool. And yesterday I indicated that students should read about the Six Sigma tool and then also learn operations. So example problem, assignment feedback is too long. Okay. The feedback is too long. The voice of the customer, students want feedback within 7 calendar days. Voice of the customer, students want feedback within 7 calendar days. Critical to quality, metric turnaround time from submission to published feedback. Okay. Public feedback. Then you see turnaround time from submission to published feedback. Go to median turnaround from 12 days to 7 days within 8 weeks. The scope then will be level 3, level 4 programs. First markets only. The map the process. Map the process. 1. Supplies, students, programs, admins, markets, plagiarism, and checker. Okay. Input, submission file, rubric, maker availability, process, receive, triage, allocate, mark, and moderate. Output, grade script, feedback, and uploaded. And then also value stream snapshots. Kurt, are you back now?
Yes, but can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It's better. I wanted to know
Okay.
what you can remember what we discussed for the past 2 days, but you were not able to speak. And also, did you read about the Six Sigma?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's proceed at one point. Then a value stream snapshot, whether to receive instantly, to queue before allocate, same day queue before mark. So today's lectures, we're going to look at various quality management tools to enhance quality. Okay, very important. And then three, measure a clean baseline. Sample last 8 weeks, all relevant units, metrics to capture calendar days per stage, percentage on time, WIP, what you seek to do. Then you look into visuals, run chart of turnaround, Pareto of delays by stage. We have called Pareto analysis. These are proper projects management tools, a simple control chart or daily turnaround. Then you have to analyze the root causes. Lean plus Six Sigma tools. Wise or late allocation, admin batching once every 3 days, manual matching per one person. In Shawaka, in Ishikawa, yeah, Ishikawa fishbone. There's also one called the fishbone for marker overload. Fishbone is also another um quality tool that they use to unforeseen work distribution, no visible capacity peaks around unit deadlines or unclear service level agreements, what we call SLA. Anytime you see SLA means when it comes to quality or management operation, it's called service level agreements. Then we have a demand capacity check. Whether you want to do 40 scripts per day or effective capacity 30 scripts per day because of part-time availability and rework, or to look into the gap that guarantees those queues to be implemented. You don't have to look into the failure data, where 14% of rework at moderation due to rubric mismatch and incomplete comments. Then you have to validate the causes with data. Okay, what were the causes? Then validate the data. How to correlate those queue length with turnaround, time to allocate versus on-time delivery or just in-time delivery, or rework cases versus specific markets or units. Do you understand what we are discussing now? Hello?
I think I'm catching up.
Say again.
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
Okay, so today's lecture is LO3. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
in LO3, we are trying to apply quality management approaches. Okay, hence why I told you to read about Six Sigma, right?
Yes.
So we are applying a quality management up to solve practical problems, management problems. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
One of it is the Six Sigma. Did you read about it?
Yes, I did.
What did you learn from it?
There are six types of the stigma.
It's what?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
You can hear me.
I can hear you.
Uh, the six. I read that the six the help in businesses to achieve more what's it, environmental free. They help keep in check businesses to, how do I put this? To help them to be more eco-friendly,
More what?
eco-friendly to the environment.
You mean the Six Sigma?
Sorry?
Six Sigma. Six Sigma.
Yes. The Six Sigmas are, what are they again? The
Did you read about the Six Sigma? You
they are
didn't.
I did. So it's the define, measure, analyze, improve, control. So they're those ones, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, so I mentioned you to read Six Sigma and also lean operations. And I told
Yes.
you that Six Sigma is a tool that is used, one of the tools that is used. Six Sigma is one of the tools that is used to determine the bottom line against waste. You remember? And I said waste
Yes.
reductions and all that.
Yes.
So Six Sigma is one of the tools that we use to minimize waste and resources while making fewer mistakes in everything that you do to make sure that you're able to eliminate lapses in quality at the earliest possible occurrence. All right?
Mhm.
Are you there? So the Six Sigma then is a set of management techniques intended to improve business processes by greatly reducing the profitability that an error or defect may occur. So it corrects. And today we are trying to discuss some of the tools that helps you in correcting those defects. You understand me?
Yes.
So Six Sigma is one of it. Ah, so just 1 minute. So if you understand Six Sigma,
Mhm.
then also you should understand that basically it is you having the necessary methodologies or the tools to identify defects in your organization when you are doing some work or when you are doing production. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. And so if you have a problem, what it will be the right tool to advance or correct those problems. And this is what these lessons seek to achieve. Okay.
Yes.
Mhm. So one of it is Six Sigma. So it tells you, it says we pick a problem and define the problem. So first of all, how you identify a problem, you might have identified a problem. Now, what will be the right tool to use to correct the problem? You understand me?
Yes.
Yes. So if it's a problem, it's a defect that you recognize, or every time you produce something, there are errors. You should be able to know the error margin and how you can correct them, or what kind of tool you can use to correct them. Understand? What kind of tool
Yes.
you can use to correct them. Very, very, very important. So it says that pick a problem and define the problem. So pick a problem. One of it is like assignment feedback is taking too long. Okay. They give an assignment,
Mhm.
the feedback is taking too long. You present an assignment to us, okay? And to give
Mhm.
us a feedback is taking too long.
Mhm.
So define the problem. The voice of the customer. Students want feedback within 7 days. Are you there?
Yes.
The students, the student, you want your feedback within 7 days. The feedback has taken long, but you want the feedback within 7 days. Okay. So then, what may be the critical quality? To turn around time for submission to publish feedback. Okay. You have to turn around the time for submission to publish feedback. Then what will be the goal? The goal is that a median turnaround from 12 days to 7 days within 8 days, 8 weeks. So you have to have a goal because the students want feedback within 7 days. You understand me? So
Yes.
if your feedback was 12 days, which is longer, you have to have a goal where you can work on reducing it to 7 days so that the students will be happy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And at what level? At what programs? Is it for all courses or for some particular courses? So what will be the scope? What will be the areas that you're looking at? So you're looking at level 3 and level 4 programs. First markets only. Okay. So it means when you say first markets only, at the first marking, there shouldn't be any delay. Yes, you can have second marking because probably there was a remarking, but within first marking and level 4. So those are the things we are talking about. So this is how you identify problems and define and look at what then will be the tool to define those problems. Okay. So another one, marking a process. One was a problem. You map a process, whether CPOC plus quick value stream. So if you CPOC, the supply students program admins markets plagiarism. You know plagiarism, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. So plagiarism. These are all things that we have to check. What may be the inputs? Submission file. Plagiarism, of course, when you submit a file, that is how we can check and see if you plagiarize or not. So the inputs may be means of submission file, marker availability, or workflow. The process, how do you have to receive and confirm that you've received the assignment. Then you have to allocate to a marker or moderate or publish. What will be the output? Having submitted your assignments, what may be the output? It needs to be graded, isn't it? After
Yes.
it is marked, the process you have to mark it, isn't it? You need to
Mm-hmm.
grade it, whether it's a pass mark or merit or distinction, isn't it?
Yes.
You have to give a feedback. When you mark it, you give feedback whether the person was doing well or the person has some issue that you need to improve on. Okay, yes. All right. Then when you have done that, you communicate that to the students. Then the quality assurance within your company, within the educational sector, would also check if everything that the marker did was right. And then the final part is the awarding body, those that issue the certificates. They also can visit and check, and everything is fine, then they can issue a certification. Do you understand?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Good. Then you have the value stream snapshot. You receive an instant information. You queue them to allocate them on 3 days, allocate on maybe on same day or same queue before mark. So you receive that assignment, you queue them to allocate them, you allocate to someone to mark. Okay, you mark it, you check, you moderate, and then you wait for allocation before marking again. So these are the things we're talking about today. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So have you seen the Six Sigma tools?
Yes.
So let's see, analyze a root cause. Six Sigma, using Six Sigma. Analyze the root cause. You say, why is on late allocation? Why is the educational sector, the training provider, taking long to allocate to somebody to mark? There may be admin batching once every 3 days, manual matching by one person, unclear. They have limited number of staffs. They don't have a lot of staff to do the marking. So that may be the reason why there's late allocation. Then it talks about the Ishikawa and fishbone marker overload. There's another tool that you need to learn, okay?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to correcting over this one, Ishikawa, okay? You want to write it down, this one.
Let me write it down.
Yes. Ishikawa fishbone marker. This is very important as well. Yeah. This one. Mm. Ishikawa. I wanted to highlight this. Yeah. A minute. So Ishikawa. Eh? This is a very important tool that you need to learn. It's one of the um root cause analysis that you need to learn. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, very, very important. It helps to check testing changes. Okay. Very, very important. Very, very, very important. Ishikawa. Yeah. Mm, it's one of the good that you can look into. And then you have to also um check demand capacity check. Demand capacity check that look at the capacity check in terms of um uh, the number of scripts that you receive and the capacity to deal with the scripts. Then you have to look into the failure data, 14% rework moderation. So all these things are things you have to look into. Okay. We also have what we call the plan to do check at cycle, which helps you to plan, do, check, and act for implementing and testing changes on small scale to see if they lead to improvement. Okay, there's another strategy that you can use called the plan, do, check, act. You plan, you do, you check, and you act. Okay, are you there together? Are you here?
Yes, we're
Then,
together.
if you look at the baseline illustration here, baseline, it talks about the median turnaround where you're looking at 12 days, page 90, okay, which is 18. On time rate, 28%. But you can use what we call the Pareto of delay causes, okay? Pareto,
Mhm.
okay? Or Pareto charts. It is based on the 80 to 20 rule, okay?
Mhm.
80 to 20 rule. These charts help prioritize problem by focusing on the vital causes that have the greatest impact or the greatest delay, okay? But Pareto rule, I hope you're writing them down. So Pareto rule, all charts. Which is 80 to 80 to 20 rule. Okay. Okay. So you use this rule to determine the delays. Okay. It says that
Mhm.
80%, 80% of problems, 80% of and delays are caused by 20. Okay. Then we also have what we call the failure modes and effective analysis. Failure, failure modes and effective analysis. Okay, are we together?
Yes.
So the Pareto rule, always called Pareto charts, you use them to determine delays. What are the causes of delays? So 80% of delays, it's called the 80-20 rule. 20% may be the 20 may be the root cause of the 80% problem. So you look at the 80-20% to determine that as well. So you can correlate Q and find out what are the problems that needs to be worked on. Okay. So in effect, I say Six Sigma, what does it do? It helps to reduce errors, isn't it?
Yes.
And then to improve the process quality. When lean operation does what? It learns to eliminate waste. Remember?
Yes.
Okay. So we have to continue to improve targeted countermeasures. We focus on removing waste and variability, and that's what Six Sigma does. Keep solutions simple. Flow and allocation. Move 3-day batching to daily auto allocation in the LMS with rules skill match, load balance, or FIFO within priority. Create a feasible capacity board. Each market's daily slot. Introduce SLA. Allocate within 24 hours of submission. Introduce SLA. Introduce service level agreement. And allocate within 24 hours of submission. Okay? So then we can look at standard of work and quality of source. Level load demand. Moderation. Okay? So now we move into run a 2-week pilot on one program. Track leading indicators daily. Allocate time. Okay? Percentage scripts and each story. Compare pilot versus baseline using before after run charts. After run charts. So what is after run charts? Or what are run charts? So run charts are used to monitor performance over time to determine if the change has been effective in achieving the improvement. Okay?
Mhm.
This one, run charts. You use that to monitor performance. Okay?
Yes.
Yes. Over time to determine if the changes that you have made, having seen the problems are achieving the improvement that we need. Okay? Then expected pilot outcomes. Median turnaround 7 days, on-time rate, work rate, and allocate time median will be same day. Okay, so let's move on. Do you have any questions?
No questions. No questions.
Okay. Okay. So let's go to control and sustain. Control and sustain. Control and sustain. Control plan. KPI. Key performance indicated. We spoke about that. Pack weekly. So you're looking at a median and a P90 turnaround on time percentage, or WIP by stage, or rework percentage. Rework percentage, you're looking about doing something to rework them, and what kind of percentage of rework that needs doing, or defects that needs to be corrected. Per marker throughput. Okay, it might be a work that needs marking. So those are control panels that you're looking at. The SPC, we're looking at SMR on daily turnaround to catch drifts, or Pareto monthly for defects. Pareto rule, we spoke about that. Standard work pinned in LMS. Audit 5 samples per marker per month. Okay, that's auditing then. Visual management, live dashboard for queues and capacity. Then we're looking at trigger limits. If WIP is awaiting allocation, 40 on time, 30%, 70% for 3 delays, auto escalate to add capacity or post intakes. Okay, so we are looking at 70% for 3 days, auto escalate to add capacity or post intakes. Then it says believe it, continuous improvement, quarterly, the Kaizen to retire failure most, fan imperato. Okay, fan imperato. Kaizen is a German philosophy and a methodology for continuous incremental improvement that involves all employees in making positive changes. So the Kaizen rule is also about continuous incremental improvement to increase. That's what Kaizen 2 does. To do increment improvement that involves all employees in making positive changes. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, if you look at the summit here, when you look at this place, talks about the baseline charts, which involve the run charts, Pareto, and simple control path. Then you have what we call the root cause analysis. The root cause analysis. The root cause analysis. The 5 whys, the fishbone, the demand and capacity check. Okay. The root cause analysis. The root cause analysis. The 5 whys, fishbone, demand, and capacity check. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
What are the 5 whys then?
Sorry, what are the 5 whys?
The 5 whys, yes.
I don't know.
Hmm? Do you know about it?
No.
I have no idea. So the 5 whys is 1. Why is a problem? You have to define a problem. Okay, we mentioned that you already defined a problem, isn't it? So
Yes.
why is the problem happening? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So why is the problem happening? Why did the problem occur? You understand?
Yes.
And then when you get the answer why, they ask why again. Why? Why again? So it's like asking the why questions every time. So why did this happen? Why did the machine not work? Why does not enough lubrication on the machine? Why is the lubrication pump not working? Why is the pump not clogged? Why didn't you have a reason on the tank? So that's a why. So you can find the root cause of the problem. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
that's why they call it 5 whys. It's like asking yourself 5 questions why something is not functioning. Okay. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay. So then it talks about the fishbone. The fishbone.
Mm-hmm.
Ishikawa fishbone. So the fishbone looks at the factors that contribute to defects. Okay. The Ishikawa fishbone. That look at defects. It may be measurement issues or material issues or personal issues. So who is contributing towards the defects? Is it the number of shifts or lack of training? Is it the operators who are handling the product? They are the ones causing the defects. Or are they the materials that comes? Are they not good itself, the raw materials? Are they the lubricants that you're using in running the machines or the suppliers? You understand me?
Yes.
So Ishikawa Fishbone looks at the top level, the measurement, the material, the personal person, or is it the machines, the method that is used on the environment to look at the defects? Okay. So what
Mm-hmm.
it seeks to do is to break down in successive layers of detail the root causes that potentially contribute to a particular defect. This fishbone breaks it down. It breaks it down. You understand me?
Yes.
Yes, it breaks it down. So the advantages of using a fishbone is that it gives you a visual and easy to understand. It encourages a teamwork, and it also organizes courses in logical way. Okay. Then you can also have what we call the
Mm-hmm.
improvement bundle, allocation rules, checklist. You know about checklist.
Yes.
Checklist on, yes, you check against what's the rulebook pack or moderation change. Then pilot results with charts and complementary control plan and dashboard screens. Okay. So we can crack on. Short two sheets. Okay. The DMARC for structure problem solving. DMARC means define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Okay. Define, analyze, define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Then you look at lane for speed and flow. Remove queues, overproduction, waiting times, rework, use of the 5S, standard work, or the visual management. SPC for stability, XMR or P chart depending on data. Then Pareto to focus on the vital view. FMEA when a change introduce risk. Prioritize by RPN and mitigate high-risk steps. CACT and capacity to balance demand and available efforts. Okay, CACT and capacity
Mm-hmm.
to become demand. So these are short two cheats that you can use, and I've just elaborated them for you. Late deliveries in e-commerce, when there are late deliveries, okay, in e-commerce, and normally in the IT sector, you map order to ship, put a pick pack SLA, which is 7-level agreement, and a scanner based on mixed pick poker yoke. Slot fast movers near parking, measure OTIF and lead time variance. Okay, so you need to put this thing in place for late deliveries. And one of the tools to use is the map order to ship. Mark order to ship. You mark it straight away to be shipped. You don't waste much time. Okay, you don't mark product and keep it waiting. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you don't mark the product and keep it waiting for long. No, you also mark a product, you quickly work on it, so there are no much delays. Okay, as you mark the product and it's ready to be shipped, not to mark it and keep it with. Do you have any questions?
No question.
Okay. Okay, let's proceed then. Then we talking about high call abandon rate. Queue visibility skills based on routing, shrinkage, aware schedules, first call resolution, checklist, monitor AHT and ASA with control limits. High call abandon rate. Queue visibility, skills-based routing, shrinkage, aware schedules, first call resolution, checklist, monitor AHT and ASA within control limits. Then we can look into clinic no-shows, hospital clinic. SMS reminders with easy reschedule link, double confirmation for high risk loss, pitch out on no-show rates. So you look into a clinic and people not turning up. Is it because there's no regular reminders to the patients that they have an appointment on that day, which many hospitals does? Are we trying to do double confirmation or having a flexible environment where we can reschedule the link for people to schedule the link themselves? So these are all things that you need to look into as a tool. Then we can look into increased customer satisfaction, loyalty, and retention. We did mention the latter time that once customers are happy, you are able to gain their loyalty and keep them for a longer period of time. Quality is directly tied to how satisfied customers feel about a product or a service. When an organization delivers consistently high quality outputs, customers trust that the brand more and are willing to return, which drives retention. Customers trust the brand more, are willing to return, which drives retention. Satisfied customers are also more likely to recommend the business, creating loyalty and advocacy without extra marketing spend. By reducing complaints, which is true, defects or service failures, the customer experience becomes smoother, which strengthens the long-term relationship. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Good. So it's a bit self-explanatory. Okay. Once there are less complaints from customers, they're happy, and then you can keep them for long, which then increase your profits. So, and it's all borders around quality. And all the things we are discussing today is towards clarity. It's all about quality. All the tools, all the strategies, all the things we are talking about is to enhance quality so that the customer is happy. Quality makes customers feel valued, which keeps them coming back, and that's then becomes the loyalty. Quality has a measurable impact on how the organization performs in the market, internally and even sometimes externally. One, the market share. High quality helps attract new customers, often allowing firms to compete on value instead of just price. Very important. Waste reduction. Fewer errors, rework, or scrap materials measure resources are used more efficiently. This is central to Lean and Six Sigma operations. Okay? To Lean and Six Sigma operations. We should know about this by now, don't we?
Yes.
Lean and Six Sigma operations. I said Six Sigma corrects errors and variations towards continuous improvement. Well, Lean looks at more of the waste reduction or waste elimination. Okay? Cost and revenue. Quality reduces warranty claims, service failures, and refunds, which lowers costs. Okay. At the same time, certified customers drive repeat sales and referrals, boosting revenue. Okay. So quality, which warrants claims, service failures, and refunds, it lowers costs. Okay. So people are happy, customers are happy. They don't come for refunds and they don't come for claims and all that. but it also in the long run, what it does is that it increases revenues. Okay, operational processes. When processes are designed to prevent defects and maintain high standards, workflows become faster, of course, smoother and more predictable. That leads to a better productivity and efficiency. Impact on reputation. Reputation is one of the strongest intangible assets an organization has. They are intangible assets an organization has. Hmm? Reputation is very important. Or your branding. Reputation is one of the strongest intangible assets. It builds a positive public image where the company is seen as reliable and trustworthy. Very important. It differentiates the brand from competitors, particularly in industries where many firms offer similar products or services. It protects the business in difficult times. Organizations with a strong reputation for quality are more resilient to mistakes or market changes because customers give them the benefit of doubt. A single high-profile quality failure, however, can damage reputation for years, showing how critical it is to maintain standards. Quality isn't about customers. It also affects the people inside the business. When employees work in an environment where processes are clear, efficient, transparent, focus on doing things right the first time, they feel more engaged and motivated. Okay? Staff take pride in being part of an organization that are known for quality, which strengthens morale. Staff take pride in being part of an organization known for quality, which strengthens morale. Lower error rates reduce stress and frustration for employees, creating a more positive workforce culture. Involving staff in continuous improvement initiates also give them ownership of customer. Ensure quality energizes their workforce and makes them feel part of something reliable and respected. So let's look at process management for efficiency, compliance, and output. Process management focuses on mapping, controlling continuous improvement workflows. It ensures efficiency by removing duplication, waste, and delays. We've spoken about this severally. Okay, we've spoken about this severally. It ensures efficiency by removing duplication, waste, and delays. That's what process management does. Okay. It drives compliance by embedding standards, regulations, and policies into daily operations. Of course, the policies of standard should be into your daily operations. Okay. It improves output by making process more predictable and respectable. So products or services meet quality standards every time. Tools like process mapping, KPIs, and process audits are central here, providing visibility and control. Okay. KPIs, key performance indicators. If you're able to identify your key performance indicators for your organizations, it helps for audits and it is able to provide visibility and control. Okay. Then we can look into the QAM, which is the total quality management philosophy. That is just a department's job. Everyone is responsible. There original 14 points laid in groundwork. Employee involvement. Engage staff at all levels to take ownership of the quality. Process review and redesign. Competitive benchmarking. Learn from industry leaders and adopt best practices. Right first time. Focus on preventing rather than correction. Quality control and quality monitoring. Constant measurement. Use metrics and feedback to track performances and guide the improvement and guide. These principles involve in modern continuous improvement methods like the Lean and Six Sigma. Okay. Quality systems and approach. Quality system approach involves formally documenting how quality is managed across the organization to set out the structure, process, rules, and responsibilities, process, and procedures. This ensures consistency, accountability, traceability in decision making and operation. It provides a framework for internal audit and external certification, which reinforces trust with customers and regulators. Traceability. Okay. ISO 9001. The meaning of ISO is International Standardization Organization and the 7 quality management principles. ISO 9001 is the world's most recognized quality management standard. It defines requirements for a quality management system, QMS, quality management system. The 7 principles are customer focus. It is leadership oriented. It then borders around engagement of people, process approach, improvements, evidence-based decision making, use data, not guesswork. Relationship management, build stronger partnership with stronger stakeholders and suppliers. Leadership, set direction and create alignment. Customer, meet and exceed customers' needs. This is what we call ISO 9001, which you have to take notice of. The dimension of TQM. TQM includes several interconnected dimensions. 1, it helps in continuous improvement. It helps in process control. 2, it helps in management and leadership. And then lastly, teamwork. Collaboration across functions to solve a problem. Okay? Commitment from the top to drive quality culture. Process control, use of data and standard to ensure stability and predictability. Choice of TQM. We have the Crosby Zero Defects, where quality is free. Preventing is cheaper than rework. Focus on doing it right first time. Okay, the Crosby Zero Defects. They have the Duran Quality Trilogy. Quality planning, quality control, and quality improvement as a cycle for managing excellence. Quality planning, quality control, and quality improvement. Duran, okay, quality trilogy. Then we have the European Foundation for Quality Management, EFQM, a framework that balances resource, people, process, innovation to achieve sustainable excellence. The European Foundation for Quality Management, okay, so that you should also take note. They have the TQM methodologies. We know about Six Sigma and DMAIC. We know about, which is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Okay. They have the lean manufacturing, eliminating waste, time, materials, effort, when maximizing customer value. Okay. You need to know this. Zero defects, mindset of doing things right the first time. Mindset of doing things right the first time. Just in time, JIT. Reducing inventory, ensuring materials are only available when needed. You don't want to waste material. I spoke about that. Order to ship. Okay. You spoke about order to ship. So you order things, you get them things done, and straight away you don't get things done, and waste the time. You only get the things done only when it is needed. Okay. It's called just in time, or we call just in time shipping. All right. And quick response manufacturing. Focusing on reducing lead times to reduce rapid customer needs. Okay. These methodologies are often combined, e.g. Lean Six Sigma for maximum impact. Lean Six Sigma is very, very important. Okay. Lean Six Sigma. Okay. All right. Best practices in TQM. Best practices means applying TQM principles in a disciplined, strategic way. Okay. Best practice means applying TQM in a principle disciplined way. 1, to do continuous improvements, to measure and give feedback to monitor progress, employee training and improvement, best practice. Okay. Now let's look at monitoring and control operations covering 4 areas that you listed. Frequency of monitoring and evaluating, reporting results. Okay. In reporting results, you have to look at internal reporting. Line managers receive daily or weekly updates through scorecards, dashboards, and progress reports to make internal or tactical adjustments. Strategic reporting. Senior leadership often receive monthly or quarterly performance reports, summarize key metric areas. Visual tools, graphics, control charts, KPIs make it easier to spot trends and exceptions. Reports should also include interpretation, what is the normal means, and recommendation, what actions are needed. Okay. And reporting, you should look at recommendations. Okay. Very, very, very important. So you should have at least some periodic evaluations. It could be quarterly, it could be monthly, it could be mid-year. Okay. There should be continuous monitoring as well. Okay. In a fast moving world, you see, so continuous improvement monitoring is useful in fast-moving environment, e.g., manufacturing, logistics, or customer service, where real-time dashboards and KPIs track progress daily or even hourly. Okay, there should be continuous evaluation. Periodic evaluation, weekly, monthly, or quarterly, allows deeper analysis of trends, comparisons with benchmarks. And then lastly, the right frequency depends on the process. Critical high-risk operations need close monitoring, while stable routine process may only need periodic checks. Regular monitoring ensures problems are spotted earlier before they escalate. Deviation from operational plan and replanning activity. Even with strong monitoring, operations rarely run on exactly as planned. Deviations occur due to demand fluctuations, supply chain disruptions, equipment breakdown, or human error. When performance falls outside acceptable limits, managers must replan activities. This could involve relocating resources, adjustable schedules, or redesigning process. Effective replanning requires agility, being able to make quick adjustments. Okay, very, very, very important. Use of control techniques. The push control, production or work is scheduled and pushed forward regardless of actual demand. Aging, it allows planning but lead to overproduction and waste. This is not the best kind of tool to use. Then the push control, activities are triggered by actual demand. Just-in-time system. This reduces inventory and waste but requires reliable suppliers and tight coordination. Okay. Trial and error control. Used in uncertain or innovative environment, managers test different approaches, learn from results, and refine process. It's also not the best, to be honest. Feedback control. Results are compared to standards and corrective actions are taken to bring performance. That is okay. Feed forward control. Predictive approach where potential problems are anticipated and prevented before they occur. Feed forward control. Okay. Okay, feed forward control. So those two, feedback control and feed forward, they are very good. Okay. Some monitoring and control operations are often about setting right frequency for checks, reporting results in a way that drives action, adjusting plans when deviations occur, and applying the right techniques to keep adjustable stable and aligned with goals. Together, these are. So let's look at apply different approaches to quality management given operations management problems. Introduction. Quality management is critical in solving operations problem by applying different approaches such as 2QM, ISO, Six Sigma Lean, continuous improvement methodologies. You multiply performance, reduce cost, and deliver guide below apply for. So process management, improving efficiency. We've had a lot of discussion on this. Okay, we've had a lot of discussion on that. So let's crack on. So you can read about this. A problem manufacturing plan is facing a long approach. Process management can be applied by mapping workflows, eliminating redundant steps, optimization, faster cycle times. Okay, you can look into that as well. The quality systems approach, ISO 900 implementation. Organization lacks consistent control, leading to irregular service. Approach, implementing a quality management system aligned with ISO 901 ensures process, responsibility, and policies are documented and followed. Okay. Lean manufacturing eliminating waste. Apply lean operations just in time, Kaplan 5S streamline. So these are, when it comes to lean operations, a warehouse is experiencing high costs from overstocking and delays in fulfilling customer orders. What do you have to do? Apply lean operations or just in time. The impact, waste in storage, time, and motion is reduced. Optimization, lower inventory costs, faster order fulfillment, and improve responsiveness to customer demand. Best practice in TQM, continuous improvement. A retailer wants to improve its customer experience to stay competitive. Approach, use continuous improvement cycle, plan, do, check at competitive benchmarking against market leaders, and structured customer feedback loops. Impact, customer expectations are met more efficiently and processes involved to stay ahead of competitors. Very, very important. Conclusion, different quality management approaches, whether cultural or structured, data-driven Six Sigma, can be applied to solve specific operation management problem. The choice of approach depends on the nature of the issue, but all aim to optimize performance, which is very true. Now let's just compare benefits and let's see. Different quality management approaches such as process management can be used to tackle operations management problems. Each has strengths that make it suitable for certain contents, but also limitations that may restrict effectiveness if applied wrong way. Process management. What are the benefits? It provides clarity by mapping, improves efficiency, reduces duplication. Total quality management benefits involves employees creating a culture of ownership, focus on continuous improvement. Customer satisfaction improves morale by valuing. The limitation for this will be that it can become very bureaucratic if too rigid. It also focuses on processes that may overlook innovation and flexibility. It may require significant investment in systems, but for the TQM, culture change takes time and commitment from leadership. Benefits may not be immediately because short-term gains are limited. Can fail. It can fail. It can fail. Okay. Lean operations focus on eliminating of waste, improving speed, flexible and adaptable across industries, encourages a value for the customer mindset. Okay. Com comparative analysis. Comparative to compare. Process management provides structure and clarity, but may reduce agility. 2QM and continuous improvement build long-term cultural change, but require patience and strong leadership. ISO 911, 900 strengthen reputation consistency, but can become bureaucratic. Six Sigma deliver precision and measurable outcome, but can be very resourceful and it's very expensive. Lean drives efficiency and customer value, but relies heavily on reliable supply chain and strong example. So we can say, in conclusion, no single approach is perfect. None of them is perfect. They may have their own pitfalls and shortfalls, okay? None from Six Sigma to all can just in time, they all have their little shortcomings. That's why you have to use them interchangeably, okay? The benefits and limitations show that success depends on context, resources, and objectives. Many organizations compare approaches, for example, learn Six Sigma for efficiency and defect reduction, supported by ISO 9001 for consistency, 2QI for cultural change. Blending allows business to balance short-term performance, very important. Justify different approaches for quality management. Introduction. Operation management policies such as delays, waste, inconsistent service, or high different waste can damage efficiency, customer satisfaction, and profitability. Different quality management approaches require frameworks to tackle these problems. Of course, every problem will have its own solution to tackle it, okay? The justification for each approach depends on the nature of the issue, the organization objective, and the outcome sought, okay? Process management justification. Why it works. Why it works. Why it works. Why it works? Why it works? Process management breaks by mapping and standardization workflows. It ensures efficiency, accountability, and a compliance with industry regulations. Problems like duplication of tasks, unclear responsibilities, or slow turnaround can be solved by defining clear KPIs, which is the key performance indicators and ownership. Okay. Why it works? TQM embeds quality in culture, ensuring every employee takes ownership. It addresses problems such as high compliance levels, staff disengagement, and lack of continuous improvement. Okay, very, very important. Quality systems approach ISO 9001 justification. Why it works? Why ISO 9001 work document structure, rules, and process ensure uniform performance across all locations. The 7 principles, customer focus, we spoke about the leadership, evidence-based decisions, drive consistency and trust. Why does Six Sigma works? Okay, Six Sigma is data-driven, making it highly effective at reducing variation and defects. The DMAIC cycle, define, measure, analyze, improve, control, is structured and repeatable. It addresses issues like high error rates, rework, or consistent service delivery. Very, very important. When the business objective is market credibility, regulatory compliance, or global recognition, ISO 91 is the strongest option. Very, very important. It provides an internationally recognized framework that not only improves internal performance, but also the resource and partners. Very important. Six Sigma, for business with objectives around cost reduction, defect elimination, process optimization, Six Sigma is the most effective. Okay, very, very most effective. Lean justification, why it works. Lean focuses on eliminating waste, time, materials, inventory. It resolves problems like overstocking, delays, and efficient layout. Lean tools, Kanban just-in-time 5S creates a more agile and responsible system. Why it works, TQM. Continuous improvement ensures problems are left unsolved for long. Benchmarking and customer focus keep. So these are all justifications of why Lean works, why all the other ones works as well. Very, very important. In conclusion, each quality management project has a strength. Yes. Process management is best for compliance and efficiency. TQM builds longer-term culture and customer focus. ISO 900 ensures credibility and consistency across operations and even across external organizations and partners. Okay. Six Sigma gives precision and defect reduction, especially in the area of costs. Lean cuts waste and boosts responsiveness. Continuous improvement ensures adaptability and sustainability. Justifying this approach shows that there is no one-size-fits-for-all solution. Instead, you have to use them interchangeably. The most effective organizations integrate elements of all, of course, aligning them with business objectives. By doing so, they not only solve immediate operational problems, but also optimize performance and secure long-term success, thereby increasing profits and making the customers happy at all times. Okay? These are the
Excuse me, sir.
references. These are the references. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't have a question. I wanted to tell you that my work shift started at 11:30.
Yeah, we are almost done. We are done.
No, 11:30 Kenyan time, and it's already 11:30 here.
Okay. Oh, so which country are you in? Which country are you in?
In Kenya.
Oh, you are in Kenya.
Yes.
Sorry. I didn't know that. That's fine.
Mm,
That's fine. You
Yes.
can go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can go. You can listen to the recording and you get it recorded. Okay. So see you tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Bye. Bye.
Bye.